Is it time already for another anecdotal inquiry? Oh, it feels like so long ago that we did the last one. Well, it was because we did, and I had forgotten to upload it. So actually, it's going to look like they're a month apart, which they should be, but yeah, because I've just been forgetting to upload it. It's actually uploading right now, if you want proof. Not this. There you go. Q&A right here. It's uploading. It's in the works. Things are uploading right now. Anyway, a lot of questions have come in through Instagram, Discord. In fact, maybe as we're recording, some more questions will come in. But this is mostly, so far as I can see, a lot of D&D questions, which I'm actually really excited for. So yeah, without further ado, let's roll the intro. I'll see you on the other side. Thank you for joining us today on the ANOC Gaming channel. Please remember to drop a like, hit subscribe, hit that bell for notifications, and if you are interested in any merchandise, or as you young kids call it, merch, please click the link below. It would make me so happy. Now, on with the video. Thank you again. You know what you can do is go get these fantastic mugs by clicking the link down below. Anecdotal Inquiry, a fun podcast. Now, thank you all so much for joining me today. Without further ado, this first question comes from... Okay, well, before getting to that, keep in mind, I will not be sharing names. I will make references so you hopefully know who you are. But yeah, I will not be naming direct names or shouting anyone out unless they specifically ask. So without further ado, this first question comes from my good friend. He commented, or he asked a question on the last Q&A. Let's call him T-Money. He knows who he is. He's on Instagram, and we went to high school together for a little bit, and junior high. So yeah, here comes his question. You know, now that I think about it, he could be asking the exact same thing that he did last time, which I don't remember what that was. I mean, I could pull up the video right now and watch it and find his question, but I'm not going to. His question is, ANOC, what is your favorite format of Magic the Gathering? Well, Team Money, that's an interesting question there. And actually, the answer to that is, it's kind of hard to answer, but standard. Not like overall standard. Just because the format's always changing, so you don't get the same decks ruling it for more than 2 years, because they can't rule it for more than 2 years, really. You don't get the same cards just constantly all day, every day, for years on end. It rotates, which is nice. It's not like Modern, where, which I don't know how I didn't quit Magic the Gathering, where the decks I was playing up against were Tron, like Eldrazi and Rack, and Slivers, all sorts of variation of Poison, or Infect, that's what it was called. Infect, now it's Poison. All sorts of versions of that. I played against a win turn 1 or turn 2, depending on how slow the hand was, Storm. Yeah, I'm surprised I didn't quit the game. But yeah, so, standard for sure, yeah. Actually, now that I think about it, there were so many times, like every single card game that I've joined, except for the most recent one, which is MetaZoo, Cryptid Nation. I actually have a deck box for my Goblin King deck right here. My deck isn't inside of it, but it is the Goblin King deck box. Anyway, except for MetaZoo, when it came to Magic the Gathering, I joined that horrible format. When it came to Yu-Gi-Oh!, I was playing against some of the most broken decks as well. I was playing against Sky Striker, crap, what was it called? Orcas. I was playing against Trickstar, which wasn't like top tier when I started playing it, but it was annoying enough. I played against controlled burn that was terrible, and like the Yu-Gi-Oh community is already toxic and they don't smell good at all. Like if you go to a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament, you whether or not there was COVID, you were probably wearing a mask. Anyway, yeah, no. And then with Pokemon, I started really young, and other than like a year or so when me and my cousin didn't know how to play, I was pretty much playing competitively for years, like in actual tournaments. I think my first tournament I got into when I was like 4 or 5. It was in 2006, was my first tournament. And yeah, so I think I was 4. I didn't place well, but I did get the cards for it. And then I played again in 2007, and I think 2008 was my last championship. And I kind of quit for a while. And I was like, whatever. I'm a kid. Yeah, so yeah, and then I started playing Pokemon again a little bit ago, like a year or 2 ago. And my friend played with this Jirachi deck that would get, basically, turn 1, he would have every card that he needed in the deck on the field already. And then turn 2, he would switch out Jirachi or use Jirachi to search for something else. And then just beat face with all of his other dudes. And then my friend recently got back into it, and he played, oh crap, what's the monkey's name? I don't know, it's this big purple monkey. He played that deck, I think, no, he had him in the deck, and then it was like a steel type deck, and it was, anyway, I'm surprised I played trading card games. Anyway, holy crap, it's already been 7 minutes? Oof. Next question. Alright, this one comes from Instagram. They did not want to be mentioned in any way, shape, or form, so I will not mention them. This one comes from a buddy of mine who will not be named. They ask, Anok, what is your favorite and least favorite D&D class, race, and above all else? I can't remember. Here, wait, let me look at it again. And your favorite one-shot. Alright, let's get to answering that, shall we? Alright. So, we are not taking in all of the added classes and races from other books. We are just strictly taking regular 5e Player's Handbook, and we're going with that, okay? Every Q&A, I get cottonmouth, and it's worse than like when I normally get cottonmouth. Every time. Alright, starting with my least favorite race. Kenku. They're annoying, they're stupid, there's no reason to have them. Maybe use the occasional NPC. And that's a maybe. The only good Kenku I've ever seen be played, ever, is the NPC Kiri in the Mighty 9 Critical Role campaign. And even then, she was alright. She didn't do anything, really. So yeah, Kenku for sure. Ooh, my favorite. There's so many to choose from. Well, like I said, we're just sticking with the regular 5e stuff. Nothing like crazy added on. Because if we were going crazy like add-ons, I would either say Minotaur or like if we're going like homebrew. There's like a Frog Folk that I've played that was fun. Played a panda at one point, but no, we're talking strictly 5e. And I gotta go, kind of boring here, is Elf. Gnomes are pretty fun, but Elf for sure. Wait, are Lizard Folk in the regular 5e handbook? I know they're in the monster manual, but are they in the handbook as a playable race? I don't think so. So we'll just, yeah, we're sticking with Elf. You can never go wrong with an Elf. Elves and humans, you can never go wrong with. Well, humans you could go wrong with because they don't have dark vision, but yeah. My least favorite class. I already know the answer. It is controversial because it is many people's favorite. Bard. I hate the burning passion. I hate bards. There's no reason to have them in your campaign. There's no reason to have them on your team. The occasional NPC is a maybe for a bard. The occasional, oh, I will sing your exploits. You've saved the village. Like, that's fine. The occasional NPC, sure. But I hate PCs. I hate people who only play bards. I hate people who think, oh yes, a bard is a good idea. Because you know who's better than the bard? Everyone. Every class can do what the bard does, but better. Yeah? Inspiration. Clerics can do that. Except for, sure, it's a D4. But guess what? Barbarians can do it too. And I believe it's a higher die than that. Attack bonuses. Wizards could, technically. Druids can do it. Paladins have their own attack bonuses. I know barbarians have like battle cries that give like combat advantages, like, and then you have like spell casting. Literally any single class that can spellcast is better than the bard. Even bard specific stuff is not good. Yeah, so bard, like, I had a whole rant about this in my car. I'm not gonna go into the rant fully because it's like, it was like a 2-hour long rant about the bard. So to finish it off short and simple, it's far more entertaining not having a bard because the bard can only fit so many tropes. I've only seen one good bard ever be played, and he was a 50-50 bard. And this is also a hot take. Scanlan Shorthalt from the Vox Machina Critical Role Campaign 1. Scanlan was alright. I hate bards. I hate them with a passion. And sure, Scanlan had his moments. He brought some comedy. He brought some sadness. But you know who did that better? Grog, the stupid barbarian, brought tons of comedy. You had freaking Vax and Keyleth bring sadness. You don't need bards. You don't. It's funny one time when your friend seduces the dragon, or the lich, or the bad guy. It's funny once. But after the 742nd time, you kind of just want to blow their brains out and then blow yours out. I hate bards. I hate them. However, I do have a favorite. And that is Monk. I love monks because their fists are magical weapons. They get so many attacks per turn. They can spend ki, alright, which is kind of like casting little tiny spells almost, where they like can buff their hands or like stun the opponent. Like, so it's like little mini spells, even though they're not spells. I also really like rogues, but we're not talking about rogues. We're talking about monks because those are my favorite. Yeah, monks are awesome, bro. I hate to keep referring to Critical Role, but Beauregard, Lionette, Campaign 2, the Mighty Nine one. Fantastic monk. She, in fact, is so awesome at being a monk, because when most people think monk, they think, oh yeah, and then like, ninja star, you know, like, like, sure, you have some of that. But like, Beauregard takes being a monk to like a whole new level. Like, sure, when I've played monks in the past, they've been more of the like type of deal. They've been more the karate, like Asian type of focus, or Jamaican. Have you ever seen Jamaican martial arts? It's in YouTube it, Google it. It's, oh my goodness. Anyway, but yeah, so they're not like people used to be like a petty little piece of crap, grow up into an amazing fighting, like powerful woman type deal. So I love where she took that monk. I just love monks because you can play them however you want, even though the stereotypical monk is you can play them however you want, really. But yeah, they're great, do a lot of damage, and they're the most OP at 20th level. I'm sorry, wizard or paladin. I'm sorry, okay? No, I'm not, okay? You know? Monks, if they really wanted to, you only need 1 or 2 of them to take down a friggin' dragon if you really wanted to. Like, friggin' monks are the only melee class that can consistently take down a dragon. So, that's nice. And one of my favorite characters ever, her name is Sapphire Rico. I played her from level 1, which I hate. I hate playing level 1. I always start my players off at level 3 because that's where you should start them. I don't even know why level 1 is a thing in this game. Just start at level 3 always. Anyway, I started at level 1 and I got her up to level 20, and she is the most powerful monk of all time. Now, that's not my favorite character, but really good monk. I've played other monks. She's one of the best. So, maybe I'll share her stats with you guys sometime. Next, my favorite and least favorite one-shots, or like the books. So, my least favorite, that's actually a tough one, because I haven't played many that are bad. Let me Google something real quick, because I can't remember if that's 5th edition or 4th edition one. Give me a sec. Okay, I have 2. I have 2 that I really don't like, and they're both for different reasons. Horde of the Dragon Queen and Princess of the Apocalypse. Those 2 are my least favorite. Horde of the Dragon Queen more so. Let me hurry and, back this up a little bit. So, Princess of the Apocalypse, I just found was super boring. Like, it was, I don't know, it might have just been my DM, but it was incredibly boring. And, like, the premise behind it sounds dope. Friggin', here, let me read this. Called by the Elder Elemental Eye to serve 4 corrupt prophets four corrupt prophets have risen from the depths of anonymity to claim mighty weapons with direct links to the power of the elemental princes. Each of these prophets has assembled a cadre of cultists and creatures to serve them in the construction of 4 elemental temples of lethal design. It is up to you, adventurers from heroic factions such as Emerald Enclave and the Order of the Gauntlet, to discover where the true power of each prophet lay and dismantle it before it becomes boiling up and obliterate the realms. Sounds dope, right? Sounds awesome. You're like, oh sweet, 4 friggin' corrupt prophets? That's dope. You got some religion, you have combat, you have cultists, you have destruction. It was just boring. I don't even know how to, like, describe it. It was just so boring and predictable. Almost like a horror movie. Boring and predictable. Yeah. Now, I know people for Horde of the Dragon Queen tend to go 50-50. You either love it or you hate it. I'm on the I hate it side. Not because it's necessarily a bad story. It's not great. Not at all. It's, if you want to play the better version of this, play Rise of Tiamat, one of the greatest ever made. One of the greatest books ever made. But Horde of the Dragon Queen is basically Rise of Tiamat, just more boring. It's the story that leads to Rise of Tiamat. So it's really boring. But what made it terrible for me was my DM and the way that he ran it. It took us, I don't know, 3 weeks to a month just to get across the opening field. Yeah, the opening like you know when you run across the field, there's like rivers and like little rivers. There's like bushes, and then there's like the big tower. Maybe that's just the way that my DM did it, but like 3 weeks to a month to cross that, because anytime we moved, my DM would be like, all right, roll a stealth check. All right, roll a dexterity check. No. Pull a Matt Mercer. Let one stealth roll work for quite a while. And then we're good. We could have done that in half a session. But no. Someone made us roll every 2 seconds. And I was playing a rogue elf. I had a 22 dexterity at level 3 or whatever the heck we were at. And somehow, I was the sole reason for us being attacked by a horde of everything. Because he kept making us roll stealth rolls, and somehow I kept rolling low. And then the final straw was I rolled a natural 1. If you just used the first, like, 1 or 2 rolls, we could have just been across the field, and it wouldn't have mattered. Anyway, that's long gone, that's in the past. But that's why I hate Horde of the Dragon Queen. As for my favorites, I also have 2 favorites, alright? We're gonna start off with the most obvious one. That is Curse of Strahd, okay? I've played Curse of Strahd probably around 60 to 70 times. And every time, I do it differently. There was one time where we walked straight up to Strahd's house, pretty much. It didn't take us very long. And we fought him in the rain. There's actually a YouTuber that kind of talks about this, like a similar way that they did it, and I heard it like a year or so later. But basically, we're fighting him on the roof, and our barbarian tackled him through the roof, and he fell with the barbarian. Can't remember how he didn't get away. He should have. And they fell, but because of some things that happened earlier, they landed right on a massive spike, and it went through both Strahd and the barbarian. And because it was wet, it was a holy pike, or like spear spike thing, so it had like holiness to it. It was raining. We literally like 1 or 2 shot whatever it was, Strahd. I think we got 1 hit before that in on him. And that's what caused him to go to the roof. Our wizard had shot like a guiding bolt at him or something, and he just went right up to the top of the roof. So we got up there, and that's when that happened, and we like pretty much 1 or 2 shot him. I'll say 1 shot. But yeah, so Curse of Strahd 100%. Now the other one on the other hand, so I'm a little bit biased because I love Critical Role. So the Explorer's Guide to Wildmount, which I actually bought and then had to return from Barnes & Noble because someone had damaged the book, which I wasn't paying attention to when I picked it up because I just wasn't focusing. I just saw it and went, oh cool, and I grabbed it. Someone had torn the map out the back. I think there was a page or 2 ripped, and then the cover was severely damaged. So I had to return it. But I did get to read it for a second there, and well, it was pretty good. I am sad that they didn't include anything from Tal'Dorei or any of the other continents, because I would have loved to be able to explore the entire world of Wildmount. Go to where Campaign 1 was set, over in, I believe it was Tal'Dorei. My lights just went out. The Tal'Dorei. Yeah, Tal'Dorei, yeah. I would love to go over there. Yeah, so that's my favorite of Yeah. Also, the Magic the Gathering ones aren't terrible. They're actually pretty good. Acquisitionist Incorporated was also really good. Anyway, I'm getting beside myself. So, the Magic the Gathering ones, and then Explorer's Guide to Wildmount and Curse of Strahd. Those are my favorites. I think those were all of his questions. Yeah. Let's see what else we got. Alright, someone from my Facebook page asks me, Anok, are you going to keep your hair green, or are you going to change the color? So, I don't know. I kind of want to change it. I've been doing green for a few months now. When was the last time I had brown hair? Hold on, I'm gonna look. I think I dyed it mid-October. I'm trying to find it. Okay, that was right after I dyed it. Okay, I dyed it on September 19th of 2020. Yeah, 2020. That was when I first bleached and dyed it. And that was when it was like neon yellow on accident. Yeah. So, it has been exactly 7 months and 1 day since I first dyed it. Green, or, yeah, you know what I mean. Sorry, my cotton mouth is not stopping there. Anyway, yeah. So it's been exactly 7 months and 1 day. So it's been green for that long. I'm thinking I might do it a different color. I'm thinking red or blue next time. Maybe do a... Ooh, I did pink at one point. It was more of a purple, but you know what I mean. I did that at one point, which was really cool. I could do that again. I think in October I want to do it pink for breast cancer awareness. Until then, however, I'm either going to stick with green or go like red or blue. Actually, blue would be a lot easier because all I would have to do is just put blue in it. But I do need to bleach it because the last time I've dyed it twice since the last time I bleached. Once a little bit before we went to Mexico, and then once after we got back was when I dyed it last. And as you can see, my roots have grown back quite a bit, and I also need a haircut on the sides. So, yeah. Alright, so yeah, that's the answer to that question. I don't know. Let me check and see if there's any others. That's right, T-Money had asked me last. He had asked me what my favorite Magic set was, not my format. Okay, yeah. My buddy, we'll call him E-Money, asked me, why don't you have a Nissan Leaf? A, I can't afford one, B, I don't want one. That's why. Yeah. Another one that was asked to me on my Discord, call him J Money. He asked, are you reading any good books? Yeah. I just finished The World's Greatest Salesman. I finished that this morning. I also started it this morning. I woke up, read for an hour or two and finished the book. It wasn't that long. I've been reading a lot more self-help than I normally do. I mean, of course, there was that one summer where I read over 100. I think I ended up reading like 150 some odd books. They're anywhere between 100 and 150 books, and they're all self-help books. But yeah, so I've been reading a lot more self-help books than I would normally do. Minus that one summer. See, The World's Greatest Salesman, Discourses, and Selected Writings of Epictetus. The dead dude that's really old, that's all about Stoicism, that guy. I read... what have I read recently? other than those. I reread Fahrenheit 451, as well as The Road. I also am currently reading, because as soon as I finish it, I restart it, John C. Maxwell's Today Matters. I believe it's 12 steps to better your life or something like that. John C. Maxwell, Today Matters. All you have to do is Google that and you'll find it. But like, yeah, when I've been reading those books. Yeah. Alright, I think we're going to do 2 more questions, and then we are going to move on, or end? I don't know. Oh, so I do want to mention, it is March 20th. You guys probably won't be seeing this till like April or May. So that being the case, I'm just going to show you something that happened from today's Beat 'em Ups live stream. So here's what happened. I was just chilling, watching a live stream from the channel Beat 'em Ups, and I was just chilling, right? Not doing anything. And then this happened. So to give a tiny bit of context, he was doing a stream where you could donate to the channel and share any video that you wanted as long as it followed the guidelines for Twitch's whatever guidelines. So I was just chilling, listening, like I wasn't even watching. All of a sudden, I heard something that sounded like it came from one of my videos, and I was like, wait, what? And so I hurried and clipped it, just to see if it was actually one of my videos. And, well, it was. I clipped it, and, yeah. I believe this is the first one. I'll turn this up for you guys.
I know it's like getting mini.
Adios. I'm Alec from Gaming. And a booby doobie. But I found more kickins. Kickins! Die kickins! Kickins!
Just seems like a nice kid. Don't really have anything to say about that.
Suck when you vacuum his dingo.
Feel the suck? I'm actually just scared bringing up YouTube.
I know.
This is the clip. I was like, wait, that sounds so familiar. So I quickly clipped it. Who, like, for the rest of the stream, I was like, who is subscribed to me that is sharing this? So now I'm like intently watching. I'm trying to find who followed me, and no one would answer me. And then this happens. It's a random.
God, that's so good. That's so good that you did the fence.
I still
My
can't see
God,
it.
that's so good.
This is from my Miracle Twin Pokemon.
Even though it's not even related to Flygon at all.
Oh! Who cares about that?
These sleepwalking clips are,
What? What? Got so confused. He was like, what? Why? Like, why was that? Who? Like, what? He was so confused. But also, the face that he made in the first one, and kind of this face, but the face that he made in the first one, this one, this face right here, this is his, it's not a good video, what is happening, this is the face that I make instead of going, and he said that in the stream, not about my videos, but just in general. It was not me who added it, so I don't know where it came from, but thank you to whoever added it, I guess. I will always have this clip burned into my memory of the day that one of my favorite YouTubers of all time looked at me with such a face of, what is happening? Like, who is this kid? Like, oh my. I will always have this burned into my memory. Oh, now that I know that, like, other YouTubers could see what I'm doing, and, like, people that I look up to, it gets a lot more, I get a lot more anxiety. I mean, at least you said something nice at the end of it. Right? I don't know. We're gonna watch it again, and y'all are gonna watch it full screen, because yeah.
I know it's like getting mini.
Adios. I'm Alec from Gaming, and a booby doobie. But I found more kickins. Kickins! Ah! Die kickins! Kickins!
Just seems like a nice kid. Don't really have anything to say about
Feel
that.
the suck when you vacuum his dingo.
Feel the suck? I'm actually just scared bringing up YouTube.
I know it's.
So, it gives me, Wood, if you ever see this, I'm sorry that was your very first time seeing me. I was hoping that we would meet if I went to Texas, or if I met you at a YouTube thing, or I had met you in a video game or something. This is not the place where I wanted to meet you. And I am so sorry. Shame on whoever shared this with Wood. But also thank you. Oh my gosh. I cannot describe the level of embarrassment when a YouTuber that I respect and love gives me I'm from Gaming, and a booby doobie. This face. When a YouTuber that I love and respect gives me this face for a solid 20 some odd seconds. It blows my mind. That face is just such a face of, what is happening? I'm scared. Help me. Okay, this is just such a, that is such a face of, can you, someone, this kid's having a stroke, someone send help. Like, I almost never get embarrassed, okay? And this fills me with a new form of embarrassment and anxiety that I never see. My voice is cracking. A new level of embarrassment and anxiety. Like, anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. We talked about that for about 10 minutes. I'm sorry. It's just like, when I, sub to Grizzy every single month, except for this last month, because, every time he's streaming, it's when I'm not, like, able to watch. But yeah, because at some point I want to make a video called Simping for Grizzy or simping on Grizzy for a year and see if he'll notice, because I think it's funny. But yeah, anyway, that's Beat 'em Ups. Go check them out on YouTube. Thank you for joining me on this anecdotal inquiry. I felt like we got a lot of questions answered. I got some stuff done. And I'm actually uploading the original Q&A that was supposed to be up a month ago. I'm uploading that now. Beat 'em ups, listen, Wood, if we ever meet in real life, I'm sorry for this. Or even if we don't, and you just somehow see this, I'm sorry. I am. Someone tweet this at him or something. I don't use Twitter. So someone tweet this at him and just let him know that I'm sorry. Anyway, I love you. I'm speechless. Anyway, I'm Anok from ANOCgaming. If you enjoyed, smash like, hit subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and go check out the merch in the link down below. Remember, you're going to be drinking caffeine anyway, so you might as well click the link down below, then click the Raise Energy button, and at checkout, type code ANOC69, all caps, no spaces, at checkout for 15% off. It saves you a little money, it gets me a little money. It helps us all out, and it tastes really good. This flavor, crap, what flavor is this called? It's like mango something. Oh, there it is. Guava mango. Wow, it's up top. Am I stupid? Yeah, guava mango. Anyway, thank you all so much. Do all the YouTube stuff. Check out the merch. Just subscribe. And I stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 9:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Mountain Time over on Twitch at twitch.tv/ANOCgaming. Thank you again. Yeah. This is the third time today that I've been behind the camera. But today has been the first time. Maybe it's the fourth time. I don't know. No, it's second time. No, third time. And I'm probably going to have to take another couple weeks off while I'm studying. So, sorry. And thank you all so much for watching. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Bye. I'm sorry, Wood. I love you. Oh, hi. Adding on to the video, there were 2 more questions that I forgot to answer, both from my Discord, also from T-Money, both of them. He said, why don't you play Mono Blue Control and Commander? The answer to that is I don't like Control unless it's in Modern, and also Mono Blue isn't that great unless it's Control. So, yeah. Alright, yeah, I don't play Mono Blue Control because, it's boring. No one likes you when you play it. The only good strategy is mill, but you want blue-black for that, so. And Control's not fun. And then why don't I sell water bottles on my merch store? The answer is because that's not an option yet. When they do make it an option, I will answer it. Or I will make them, because I would love my own water bottle. Anyway, yeah, bye.